Okay, guys, lots of energy. Give them hell.
All right, action!
Hey guys, I'm Andy Hauerheim. I am the writer-director for the Brawl short film, and I've been asked just to give you a little bit of behind the scenes and some insight into the world of Brawl. So a few people have sent me some questions, and I'm going to answer them for you. So the first question is where did the idea for Brawl come from? Well, basically this is the second part in a series. The first part, Street Fight, was a microfilm that was written and shot just over a year ago, and it was designed to introduce the world to Canadian karate athlete Julia Hauerheim, and to help her get some exposure to help fund a training camp she had in Okinawa, Japan. That went way further than we thought. We got great online feedback. It was embraced by the martial arts community, the fight fan community, the film community. So producer Blair Joannis and I got together and said, you know, if Brawl is what people want, then a Brawl is what people are going to get. So from there, we started a Kickstarter campaign in early 2015. And that was really successful as well. Thanks to some really generous supporters, we were able to commit to the project. And we got to training, and this project had a lot of different goals and expectations. So training started in early February and continued right up to the shoot day in May. So the next question was, how is Brawl different from the original? Again, the original, the goal was to take one of Julia's katas, break it down, and put it into a real-world scenario, so to speak. You know, and also to show that the real fight, for anybody who's into the martial arts in the real way, is within oneself. So the goal for Brawl was to take something that was just over 2 minutes, expand the idea to 10 minutes, bring in some international help, and take another kata, break it down, and sort of really expand on that idea of the inner fight. And who's Julia's character? The name of Julia's character is Charlie Hackman. I'll show a little bit about her background, why she's so conflicted, why she fights, what her goals, dreams, and desires are, and give the audience somebody to root for. So the next question is, who is the boss, and why is he always beating people up in dark alleys? That's a good question. I love the character played by Jordy Jiven. He's supposed to be a manifestation of all of our inner fears. So the idea of Charlie, Julia Hauerheim's character, is this is in her mind. So it's very dark. It's a little disorienting, and there's always this underlying feeling of being hunted. And if you've ever felt anxious or nervous or fear, most of that's coming from within your head. So we wanted to kind of bring that to life a little bit in this film. And once the boss shows up on set, the boss is always the boss.
Are you ready for some action tonight?
Okay, and the next question, did Julia do all of her own stunts and all of her own fighting? Yeah, I guess it's, we never even thought about that till afterwards, and I guess it's not super traditional for an actress to do all of her own stunts and fighting, but Julia did everything herself, and she's making a great transition from being an athlete to an actress. She's bringing that passion for perfection, that training, that work ethic, and applying it really well in the short film. So every punch, slap, smash, slam, that was her, and she really performed like a champ on set.
So how does it feel to be doing your own stunts?
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so not that good right now. I've been dropped on my face a couple times, and I'm a little scratched up on my arm here, but that's okay.
Okay, what were some of the challenges in filming? The challenges basically came down to time and money. Is that we had really generous donations, but those were gone pretty much in locations, insurance, gear rental. So we relied heavily on volunteer cast, volunteer crew to a certain extent. And that makes it a challenge, right? Because everybody's new to set, and that all needs to come together in a coordinated project that it has to wrap or has to start when the sun goes down and has to wrap when the sun goes up. So my thanks to all the people who helped out. I think it came together really, really well.
How's tonight going so far, Blair?
It's good. It's good. It's a long day, stressful, but we're getting there. Got some good stuff.
Okay, what's next for the Brawl cast and crew? Well, I can't tell you too much. There is a okay, I'll show you this. Okay, but that's it. There is a project in the works. We're hoping to be announcing a feature project, and looking forward to everybody supporting this one so we can actually leapfrog into that project. I guess final thoughts would be a big thank you. Big thank you to everybody who made this project possible. Like I said, volunteer cast, volunteer crew, so many donations, so much outreach and help from the community at large. It's a cliche, but it would not have happened without all of you. So I hope to be working on a bigger project and including anybody who was in on these indie projects. And big thanks to producer Blair Joannis, working like a dog behind the scenes to make sure this short film came to life. So my thanks. Keep on fighting and stay out of dark alleys. Thanks a lot, guys.